Kane has been planning this bombing operation ever since we found their location for some time now, and it seems to have been successful. The neighborhood of Foundry Cove in the Willow Creek region has been completely destroyed.
Yes, but what if they survived? I mean, that is a possibility.
Even if they did, it doesn't matter. With nowhere left to go, they won't survive for much longer. Even if they survived, the operation is not a complete failure.
What do you mean? And I hope my Sonic is all right.
Sonic isn't there, remember? And I see. Because of this bombing, it will force the president of Sim Nation to decide his support from one of the superpowers.
Precisely. Why waste our time trying to kill them, while we can just let the others do that for us? Reports indicate that Sim Nation has become hostile to the Red Team. I foresee two outcomes. One is that Sim Nation will use these weapons they gain from support from the superpowers to kill them. The other is that one of the superpowers gain a presence on Sim Nation and kills them themselves. Either way, they are cornered and have nowhere else to go. Their death is ensured.
What about Sombra? With her skills in hacking, she could pose a threat to us digitally. I mean, I think I can come up with something to prevent her from hacking us. But still, she is very skilled.
Don't worry. The Brotherhood is aware of all of this and is developing countermeasures to this. She might be skilled, but so is our team of cyber experts. This bombing also destroyed the area's local networking infrastructure. Unless they have some way to access the internet, we don't have to worry about her for now. However, we must not underestimate Sombra.
She might have a way around that.
As I have said, we must not underestimate Sombra.
What if she hacks us and leaks something important?
We have ways to deal with that. And besides, who's going to believe anything she leaks? She's a former member of Talon, and allied with child killers. Who's going to believe her? No one knows Pauling is a part of Nod. Just have Pauling use her broadcasting station to warn the public that Sombra is a part of Red Team, and that they should not trust any leaked information.
I don't know. We should be more careful now that Sombra's our enemy. I think we shouldn't store any valuable information on anything that could be hacked, as a safety precaution.
How is the Tiberium collection proceeding?
Collection is going perfectly. With the construction of my robots, it has greatly increased collection.
And the war against GDI?
We have been facing strong resistance.
But we have successfully destroyed a few GDI bases. However, the war so far is mostly indecisive.
It must be decisive. Kane demands that GDI be destroyed. We are gaining support in certain nations. Hopefully they will break away from the Federation and join us. That would give us a huge advantage in this war. Now leave. Continue with your objectives.
Lanji, Chilo Pivotal Bifang Turip, Spolip Lamena, Jasapa Friv, Spubani, Harfase Hoivoy, Ugh! Unkim Paniba Spoid!
I hope Sonic and Tails are alright. I miss them. I hope they do not believe Nod's lies and become our enemies.
Don't worry, Sonic and Tails knows us too well. They know we would never do anything like that.
I do hope so.
I hope my sister is alright. I hope I can find her.
Everyone, there is something that I must announce. After the recent bombing, the president of Sim Nation has decided to seek support from the Federation. He has chosen the Federation as they are the closest and would get their supplies faster. This possible agreement is to better protect Sim Nation and fight against Nod and possibly us. If they make this agreement, it could threaten us all. Also, Yuktobanians are facing increasing discrimination in Sim Nation, and the president has done nothing to help them, and has rejected my request to support them. They are losing their jobs, being arrested, being beaten, among many other things. And some have even been killed. I have had enough. I will not stand around and let my people suffer. I officially declare war on Sim Nation! After a long and bloody war, the war was over. With support from the Yuktobanian people's movement, we had won the war. Sim Nation was no more and had fallen. The continent that belonged to Sim Nation is now Yuktobania's. We are no longer a micronation, but a nation with an entire continent that now belongs to us. Yuktobanians are now free from suffering, and the continent is now once more stable. Some Sims support Yuktobania and live in peace with Yuktobanians. However, most are resentful of us. I've given these Sims free supplies in transportation from Yuktobania to other nations to live peacefully in other nations. To avoid more bloody conflict between our people, we are now in a position where we can now launch a full-scale war against the Brotherhood of Nob and the Global Defense Initiative. Yuktobania now has an opportunity to expand its borders. We will free future Yuktobanian people from both the Federation and the Brotherhood of Nob. I now know that this is only the beginning of everything.